Limited strikes, larger signal, what the U.S. attack on Iran reveals. In early June 2026, the United States carried out targeted strikes against Iranian air defense and radar systems. According to reports, the operation hit multiple installations across Iran, including sites in Hormuzgan province and near the Strait of Hormuz region. But despite the military impact, officials described the strikes as limited, proportional, and defensive in nature. The key question was not what was hit, but why it was limited. U.S. Central Command framed the operation as a proportional response following attacks on American personnel, including the downing of a U.S. Apache helicopter. The targets were carefully selected: radar systems, air defenses, and control nodes, not leadership centers or strategic infrastructure. Experts widely interpret this as a deliberate escalation control strategy. Rather than opening a path to full-scale war, the strikes appear designed to send a message. Attacks on U.S. forces will be answered, but within limits. As one security assessment noted, the operation was intended as a warning shot rather than the start of a broader campaign. This approach reflects a deeper tension in U.S. strategy. On one hand, Washington faces strong domestic pressure to respond to attacks on its troops. On the other, it is trying to avoid a regional war involving Iran, U.S. bases across the Gulf, and critical shipping lanes like the Strait of Hormuz. The stakes are not just military, they are global. Any escalation risks disrupting one of the world's most important energy corridors, where a significant share of global oil trade passes daily. Even limited exchanges have already triggered regional alerts and naval repositioning. Despite rising tensions, diplomatic channels remain active. Negotiations, mediated by regional actors, continue to focus on nuclear restrictions, sanctions relief, and maritime security. But each strike, even a limited one, reshapes the bargaining table. Analysts describe the U.S. approach as a balancing act: apply pressure without triggering full war, respond to attacks without collapsing diplomacy, maintain deterrence while keeping escalation contained. One assessment put it clearly: military pressure and diplomacy are now running in parallel, not in opposition. So what does the attack really reveal? Not the start of a war, but a carefully measured signal that in today's Middle East, even limited strikes are no longer isolated events. They are part of a larger, unstable negotiation between force and diplomacy. And the real question now is not what was struck, but how long both sides can keep the escalation limited.